Ben 10 mom say this. Thank you, my God, for not leaving my son. You cover him. Red heart emoji. Well, good for her, because he ain't gonna be able to walk no more, according to rumors. Ben 10 paralyzed. They didn't make it public yet. I'm gonna catch your name and pick out when I post this. Okay, bro, please. So, LOL. I don't want to be in none of that BR mess.
Ben 10 is paralyzed and Jay Prince Jr. could be arrested for it. The son of one of the most powerful men in hip-hop history arrested because a man who rode out for him is now laying in a hospital bed, unable to move his legs. Houston. Inside a restaurant called Confessions, All-Star Jr. was simply trying to leave for the night. But once Jay Prince Jr. found out he was there, things reportedly escalated fast. Calls were made, people were gathered, and a confrontation was set in motion near the elevators. NBA Ben 10 showed up out of loyalty and ended up taking multiple gunshots, leaving him seriously injured while the fallout now threatens major legal consequences. To understand how it reached that point, you have to know who's involved. Jay Prince Jr. comes from one of the most powerful families in hip-hop. His father, James Prince, built Rap-A-Lot Records into a legendary label, helping launch acts like Scarface and shaping Southern rap culture. The Prince name carries serious influence not just in music, but in the streets as well. That Jay Prince Jr. has tried to build his own identity under that legacy, but his name keeps surfacing in controversies that go beyond music. From past incidents to disputes involving artists like Finesse 2 Times, and now his reputation is increasingly tied to conflict. Then there's NBA Ben 10, a close affiliate of NBA Youngboy. He's not just a random figure, he's respected within that circle and known in the Baton Rouge scene, which makes what happened even more serious because he got pulled into a situation that wasn't truly his to begin with. And finally, All-Star Jr., a Detroit rapper with real history and credibility. Coming out of a tough environment, he built his name through experience, music, and survival. This isn't someone unfamiliar with pressure or street dynamics. The night everything went left, all three ended up at the same spot. But the tension didn't start there. It had reportedly been building over a personal situation involving a woman connected to All-Star Jr., according to what's been circulating. That's where the conflict began. When personal issues mix with street pride, things rarely stay contained, they escalate. When All-Star Jr. showed up in Houston, those tensions followed. Reports suggest that once Jay Prince Jr. learned he was at Confessions, he began calling people in. Members of his circle, including NBA Ben 10, reportedly arrived ready to confront the situation. What makes it more intense is that All-Star Jr. was allegedly on his way out when it happened. Near the elevators, he was surrounded, multiple people closing in on one target. The situation quickly turned physical, with attempts to snatch his chain and overwhelm him. Picture the scene. One man being swarmed, pushed to the ground, chaos breaking out around him, chairs moving, bodies colliding. Everything happening at once in a crowded restaurant. And in that moment, everything was seconds away from turning into something much worse, and it did. Then there's NBA Ben 10, a close affiliate of NBA Youngboy. He's not just a random figure, he's respected within that circle and known in the Baton Rouge scene, which makes what happened even more serious because he got pulled into a situation that wasn't truly his to begin with. And finally, All-Star Jr., a Detroit rapper with real history and credibility. Coming out of a tough environment, he built his name through experience, music, and survival. This isn't someone unfamiliar with pressure or street dynamics. The night everything went left, all three ended up at the same spot. But the tension didn't start there. It had reportedly been building over a personal situation involving a woman connected to All-Star Jr., according to what's been circulating. That's where the conflict began. When personal issues mix with street pride, things rarely stay contained, they escalate. At the center of all the street talk, drama, and social media noise, there's a real human cost. NBA Ben 10, real name Ben Anthony Fields, is lying in a hospital bed, surrounded by people who care about him. And if the reports about possible paralysis are true, his life may be permanently changed. What makes it even harder to process is that he wasn't the one driving the conflict. From what's being said, he showed up out of loyalty, answering a call, stepping into a situation that may not have truly been his to carry. And now, he's the one facing the most serious consequences. That's the part that should really make people pause. He didn't start this, yet he may end up paying the highest price. Stepping back, this situation goes beyond just Jay Prince Jr. and NBA Ben 10. It's a deeper story about power, loyalty, and how quickly both can turn dangerous. In environments where reputation and allegiance mean everything, one decision can spiral into life-altering outcomes. The hip-hop world has always existed between entertainment and real-life street influence. Most people in the industry know how to balance that line. But when influence is used to escalate personal issues into real-world confrontations, that's when things cross into irreversible territory. Being connected to legacy or status, especially a name like James Prince, comes with weight. But it also comes with responsibility. And situations like this raise serious questions about how that influence is being used when lives are on the line.
3200 Kirby Drive at the Confessions nightclub, just behind me upstairs. It's a bar/restaurant type location. Tonight there was probably, 20, 30 people in there and several servers and everything. Got some pretty good video. We got 2 victims on the scene right now. This is a shooting. We got 2 victims. Let's see, one's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times. And he's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens.
None of the people involved here are innocent, but the key issue, both legally and morally, is how the violence started. From what's being reported, All-Star Jr. didn't initiate anything inside Confessions. He reacted after being physically confronted and allegedly targeted for a robbery. That distinction, who started it versus who responded, could shape everything that happens next in court. The fallout from that night has already sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. One major focus is the mob ties brand tied to Jay Prince Jr. He spent years building that name, but now people are questioning how often serious incidents seem to surface around him. Critics are pointing to patterns, bringing up past controversies, including the 2022 killing of Takeoff in Houston, where his name was mentioned in proximity, even though he was never charged. At some point, repeated associations with violent situations shift public perception from coincidence to accountability. Another complicated layer is the connection to NBA Youngboy's circle. The fact that NBA Ben 10, someone tied closely to Youngboy, was reportedly present because of Jay Prince Jr. Call raises serious questions. Given the past tension between Youngboy and the Prince family, people are asking why those worlds overlapped in the first place. AS for All-Star Jr. Walking away from the scene while others were critically injured creates a certain narrative in the streets, but legally, it's not that simple. Even if this turns out to be self-defense, he could still face scrutiny, questioning, or even civil action. Situations like this don't end the moment the shooting stops. They carry on in courtrooms for months or even years. Then there's the human cost. Behind all the headlines and speculation is a real person, Ben Anthony Fields. Reports suggest he may be facing life-altering injuries, possibly even paralysis. And the hardest part? He wasn't the one at the center of the original conflict. He showed up in support and may now be paying the heaviest price. Zooming out, this situation is bigger than just a few names. It highlights how power, influence, and loyalty can collide in dangerous ways. The hip-hop industry has always balanced between entertainment and street culture. But when personal issues turn into organized confrontations, the consequences become very real. Jay Prince Jr. carries a legacy tied to his father, James Prince, a name that holds weight in Houston and beyond. But that influence also comes with responsibility. And based on what's being reported, many feel that responsibility may not have been upheld that night. Now, everything comes down to evidence. Surveillance footage, witness accounts, and the ongoing investigation will ultimately determine what actually happened and who is legally responsible. Cameras don't take sides, they just record. And whatever they captured inside that restaurant could decide how this story ends if Ben 10 recovers. The legal consequences may still be serious civil lawsuits, possible conspiracy charges, and continued investigation. But if the worst were to happen, the stakes rise dramatically. and the legal situation could shift into something far more severe. And the hardest part? He wasn't the one at the center of the original conflict. He showed up in support and may now be paying the heaviest price. Zooming out, this situation is bigger than just a few names. It highlights how power, influence, and loyalty can collide in dangerous ways. The hip-hop industry has always balanced between entertainment and street culture. But when personal issues turn into organized confrontations, the consequences become very real. The J. Prince Jr. carries a legacy tied to his father, James Prince, a name that holds weight in Houston and beyond. But that influence also comes with responsibility. And based on what's being reported, many feel that responsibility may not have been upheld that night. At this point, the case is still unfolding in real time. The facts are still being established, and the courts will have the final say. But one thing is already clear: what happened that night wasn't just another viral moment. It's a situation with real consequences, real victims, and ripple effects that could impact multiple people and reputations for a long time. Thanks for watching. If you like this, then subscribe for more content like this.